Okay, guys, let's get to the dressing. So for the dressing, and it's only me and my neighbor is going to be eating, so I'm not going to make a whole lot. So we're going to use 2 cups of self-risers cornmeal for the dressing, okay? 2 cups. I've been watching a lot of stuff, and I noticed that a lot of these people, they be cooking, but they don't really tell you what they're using. They'll kind of show you, but they're not telling you. So you got to kind of use your own imagination and kind of guess what it is. So everybody have their own remedy and method of cooking based off how they was raised and different stuff like that. So where's the flour? Where is the flour? Here we go. So 2 cups of self-risers cornmeal. Okay. 1 cup of all-purpose flour. One cup of all-purpose flour. You know, you have to get somewhere and sit down. I'm not gonna worry about you right now. If you gotta go out, you're gonna wait. Because right now, I am trying to cook my food. And I'm not gonna be playing with you in and out, like Simon said. So I'm gonna mix this together. Incorporate the flour and the cornmeal. Okay. Now what I like to do, I'm gonna tell you in a second. So 3 eggs, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 eggs. All right. Now we are making dressing, so it's not cornbread. So what I like to do, so I don't have to go overboard when it comes to the sage, I go ahead and put the sage, a little bit of sage in my cornbread, because we're making dressing. Okay, I put it in there because you're gonna mix it when it's done. A little accent. And I also take my bell peppers, onions, celery. I mix some of that up in here too as I'm cooking, okay? Because this is dressing. It is dressing that we're making. Now we're going to do the buttermilk, and garlic is in there as well in my chopped celery, bell peppers, onions. This is buttermilk, not milk. Mama always said buttermilk. Okay, and we're gonna mix this together. And no, I don't have no water in this recipe. Some people might put water. I don't put water. You'll know when you need more. You'll look at it and be able to tell that it definitely needs more. Elbow grease, I tell you. Ooh, this is a workout. Ooh, Jesus. Put a little bit more. Because when it's all said and done, all this stuff is going in there when you cook it, okay? All this is going in the dressing. So I just go ahead and incorporate it in there, you know. do these videos in steps, y'all, because I don't want to bore y'all out. Okay, so I got the butter and stuff going. Let me get this. Like I say, it's just me that I am cooking for, so, and I'm gonna give my neighbor some, but I don't want to be overwhelmed with a bunch of food and have to throw it out. I just wanted some soul food for my birthday. That's what I wanted. Now we're gonna put this in there, so I'm not doing a lot. And then a little goes a long way. So when I wind up, you know, doing this cornbread and breaking it all up into pieces, it's gonna turn into a lot. Sorry, I touched it. So then I just take this and kind of okay. There we go. All right. Okay, so the dressing is ready. The cornbread is ready to go in the oven. Okay, Alexa, set a timer for 35 minutes.
35 minutes, starting now.
Okay, so we're gonna let that cook and then I'll bring out another step. Okay, so as you can see, the dressing is out. Okay, the dressing is out. Show y'all what it looks like. And then we're gonna start putting it into can't wait to have a big house with a lot of counter space. So when you're cooking, you're all over the space, all over the place. So as you see, this is what the cornbread look like. Show you at the bottom. Okay, this is what the cornbread look like. Okay, so now what we do is we're going to what we're doing is shredding it up because we're making dressing. What we making? Dressing. We're making dressing. Okay. So that pan is so little, we're putting it in a bigger pan. Okay, we need it in a bigger pan. We gotta have a bigger pan. Okay, we need a bigger pan. We gotta have a bigger pan to make this all work out. We gotta have a bigger pan. Okay, so yes, we need this bigger pan, okay? We can get all this. I got so much going on. I'm all over the place, Gina. You know that? I'm all over the place. When you cooking, you're all over the place. you want to have this as fine as possible. You don't want no big chunks. Who want to have some big old chunks, huh? Who want to have that for some dressing? Nobody? 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 But I got to start converting some of these videos because I ain't going to have no room left. Because, you know, videos take up a lot of space, so. Okay, so we got to crumble all this up. Y'all know what else my mama do? Even though we make the homemade cornbread, my mama also takes some stove-top stuffing. She also take this and put it in there as well. Okay? Yes, that goes in there as well. So I'm going to stop the video, but I got to grind all this up, make it real fine. Okay, you don't want no big chunks of cornbread. So I'm going to stop the video because that's going to take a minute. All right. Okay, so now we got everything all grinded up. I just added some more bell peppers, celery, onions, garlic is in there. Okay, so now what we're going to take is, y'all remember this? This is that chicken that we boiled, okay? It's that chicken that we wind up boiling with the chicken broth. So we're going to start folding this in, folding this in, folding this in. Okay, start mixing it. So I put on the gloves so I can mix it in really good, okay? Start mixing it in. Put that chicken in there. Okay, so to make this taste like dressing, we need sage. I put just a little in the cornbread, but we need some sage. Okay, this is what's gonna make it taste like dressing, the sage, okay? Sage. I want some accent. I want some garlic. Okay, we're gonna stir this up. So remember all that leftover juice and stuff we had. We gotta put that back in here, okay? Because we want this to have a good flavor and we don't want this to be really dry, okay? So let me use my hands because that's why I put the gloves on, because I want to have this incorporated in there really good, okay? I want it to be good. I want it all fold over, fold in there good. Sorry y'all, it's messy, but okay, get it all in there. Get it all in there. Get it all in there. Mix it all in there good. Fold it over. We want to have all the flavor. You know, you're going to have a field day eating all that stuff off the floor, ain't you? I don't know if he might like the smell of the sage or the garlic. I'm not for sure. So, okay. So, as we had that, and then we start adding the rest of the juices. We don't want this to be dry. Okay, we don't want it to be real dry. Now we're going to start again mixing it because the cornbread sucks up a lot of the juice, okay? So it's going to suck up a lot of the juice. So just keep stirring it and putting it together. Stirring it, putting it together, folding it over. And then it goes back in the oven. But I don't want to take up too much of the time, y'all. So I'm going to have to get offline. But yeah, we're going to stir this, bring it back together, and then this goes back in the oven. Okay? Put the dressing back in the oven, but make sure you stir everything real good, okay? All right. Okay, so last step, I'm going to put some butter in here, and then we're going to put this in the oven. And we're going to let it cook a little bit more, and then it'll be ready. But yeah, I added some more chicken broth because dressing gets really dry, so you make sure you have it where it's not dry. And also, I always have chicken broth on the side. Okay? So So, alright, it is gonna go in the oven. And I'm gonna let this part cook, and that's pretty much it. We just don't want it to be too dry, you know, because dressing is dry. Okay, put it back in the oven. Then I move on to the macaronis. Toodles! Guys, I am so grateful. So my food is done. Very delicious. So I had to let y'all see. This dressing is so good. Really good. The flavor is just right. Like just right. I was telling my sister. Sorry for talking with my mouth full, y'all. I'm telling my sister because now we go to now we go to dinners, right? The younger generation is cooking. And they're doing potluck. So the tradition were my mother's taste of dressing. You know, our younger generation don't know how to do that. So I'm not getting that taste. So I was just like really disappointed. Like, wow, my sister didn't make dressing. So I'm like, you know what? In order for me to have what I want, I'm going to have to make it myself. So this is what I wanted, even though officially my birthday is tomorrow. But this is what I wanted to have. And I am just so grateful to have it. I'm so, The flavor is just, amazing. So y'all got to try it. Try this recipe. It is really good. And the more juice you want on it, just save some chicken broth, and you can, you know, because dressing, the chicken broth sucks up the dressing. So I kind of like mine's a stiffer dressing. But if you want yours to be like more kind of soupy, let's add more chicken broth. So I just wanted to taste a little bit with y'all, and thank you guys for watching my channel, and thank you guys for wishing me a happy birthday. And this recipe is delicious. Hope you guys, if y'all into cooking and you ain't never made it dressing, try it. Just take your time and use the seasonings you like, because everybody family tradition is different, you know, in the way they eat and different stuff like that. I'm not telling y'all I got all the answers and I know everything and I'm the best cook in the world, but I cook good enough to satisfy me, you know what I mean? And I have cooked good enough to satisfy other people. So yes, I was so hungry. I couldn't even finish the cake right now. The cake is still in the refrigerator. So when I get ready icing that, I'll come back. But you guys have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. And thank you guys for joining me on this Sunday to have my birthday dinner with me for you guys. But the taste is like, oh my gosh, phenomenal. All right, guys. Talk to y'all later. Toodles.